Oh, there you are, YouTube. Do. Subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. Hey, what do you say we do a random ranking today? Let's go to that movie collection behind me over here. And behind me and over here. Kind of redundant. Let's go to that movie collection back here and then pick 3 movies that we're going to rank, but based off of, we're going to pick these movies randomly, but we're going to rank them based on whatever criteria we come up with. Could be the director, could be the actors, could be the plot, could be the art direction, could be the special effects. It could be a mixture of all those things and maybe finding one more important than the other. Because sometimes these movies are so disparate that you really can't find a single through line in which to rank them. So you have to do a little bit of a mixture. So let's get to picking 3 movies, shall we? All right, here we go. Whoa. About knocked over a movie stack over here. Also, we should do that. We should start cleaning up the studio a bit. It's been a while since we've done that. All right, maybe something down in this section right here. And then maybe this one here. And then what about this spot? We haven't seen anything over here in a while. Let's check it out. We got to make sure I've seen them. Seen it. Oh, seen it. Well. All right, so what we're starting off with here is Barbarella. How many times have I seen this? Maybe, I don't know, once or twice. And I remember being so excited because and this was the copy that I saw. Pretty sure this is how I watched it. And, well, I don't know, actually. I remember I was in grad school when I watched it, but I don't know if I bought this in grad school. I might have watched it on Netflix when they first started streaming, but it was before smart TVs, so you had to stream it from your computer. And I'm wondering if that's how I did it, or actually, I think I rented it from Family Video, now that I think about it. I'm pretty sure I rented it from Family Video. But anyway, yeah, Jane Fonda, right here. Barbarella, Queen of the Galaxy. I was so excited to watch it because of all this great imagery, but it ended up being a lot slower in the way, in pacing and stuff than I expected. It wasn't like, I don't know. I was kind of surprised that it was so campy too. I mean, I didn't know what to expect. I'd heard the name Barbarella before, but that was about it. And I didn't realize it was not going to be taking itself seriously in a sort of like, Star Wars sort of a way where, nobody's winking at the camera really. They take themselves seriously. So even though it's still like cheesy and corny, you got a, Chewbacca there and, the dialogue and everything. But here it's like they know what they're doing, right? They know what they're doing and they're laughing with it and at it all at the same time. I remember I painted a scene from this movie also when I was in grad school. So that's when I first watched it. It was like when she was talking to, like, I think they were twins or something, because I remember the painting had Barbarella standing and it was a sort of over the shoulder shot of these like twins, I think, because I didn't paint the twins. I painted like the back of them and Barbarella was standing there, something like that. But yeah, I just remember the pacing being a lot more slow than I was expecting. I remember the opening credits were really cool, where she's kind of like floating around. I think she's naked, isn't she? Pretty sure she is. And yeah, she's looking gorgeous in the film right there. And yeah, I'm seeing some of her earlier work here, and then most recent work with stuff like Grace and Frankie. Okay, next we have Forces of Nature right here. So I've seen this a couple times. So there's like a storm brewing, right? And the two of them are traveling, I think separately, if I remember right. And they're trying to get these locations. It's sort of like a planes, trains, and automobiles sort of situation, because I don't think they know each other, if I recall correctly. It's been a while, maybe only 2 years, but still, it's been a while since I've seen it. But there's this storm that's constantly happening, right? And I remember like there are like these shots, these like B-roll shots of like the storm happening, and it's always windy in it. Okay, it's only 2 days before his wedding when Ben Affleck His plane skids out of control, leaving him stranded in New York with no way home, home to his nervous fiance. What is in Savannah? I thought her name was Savannah. I'm getting a text here. Oh, shoot. Okay. Let's see. Setting off the years, the two opposites attract, forces of nature. Where is the whole? They're not saying anything about Sandra Bullock. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Against his better judgment, the reliable groom-to-be hitches a ride with a free-spirited traveling Sandra Bullock, setting off the year's most riotous road trip. So it's a road movie, a road trip movie. Two people that don't know each other, but there's some chemistry there. Hello. And I always love a free-spirited Sandra Bullock. So I think I remember not caring for this movie, though, but that sounds like it's a lot of fun. So maybe I just need to rewatch it. Next, we have ourselves a little bit of fiction, Pulp Fiction here. Let's check this part out here. Look at this. If I could just, am I never going to be able to watch this movie? I can't get this out. There we go. Hello. We're all used to this imagery here. We've all seen this before. Fancy. Oh yeah, and also, my friend Vin over at Hard Copy Blues, I can't remember, I'm probably, what I'm saying is probably wrong, but he has some sort of connection to this poster. I think maybe like his aunt maybe did the set design, or maybe took the photograph, or maybe didn't take the photograph but did the design. I can't remember, but he is related to somebody who had something to do with this image. But yeah, this movie is great. Would have been cool if Samuel Jackson had won the Oscar here. Remember when he didn't win, and then you can see him kind of being like, you know, and that's kind of cool. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel awkward, I guess, when you can tell that the Oscar nominee wanted to win, but they didn't win, and you can see that in their face. You know, it feels weird, but also it's refreshing to see it, because so often everybody keeps their, you know, their smile on and like, oh, yeah, you know, it's just an honor to be nominated. But you could tell, like, he was kind of like, ah, man, would have been cool if I won. And it would have been cool had he won. I mean, gosh, he has an honorary one, but I would have given him so many more nominations than he has, too. How many does he even have? Just a small handful? Was he nominated for Django? I can't remember. If he wasn't, he should have been. Same thing with Leo. Man, that movie, both him and Leo would have been in the supporting category together, but those would have been great nominations. I think Leo was nominated, but I don't think Samuel was. Is that right? Or is it the other way around? Maybe Leo wasn't, Samuel was. I can't remember, man. The mind. But Hateful Eight, man, I am so upset that people weren't like super into that movie. I mean, I loved it. It became my favorite Tarantino movie after seeing it, but that would have been an awesome lead actor nomination had he gotten that. That movie is good. It's great. I love it. But Pulp Fiction here. So I first watched this movie with my stepdad. This is one of his favorite movies. Actually, was it? I don't know if it was one. Yeah, I think it was one of his favorite movies. I think I did hear him say that. So, like, when I think of, like, some of his favorite movies, some stuff that he said that about are House of a Thousand Corpses, this, and also he's from Los Angeles, so all these places, like, he knows them. Also, when visiting LA, you know, the diner scene, I ate in that diner. So yeah, I think my stepdad, he was, you know, from Los Angeles, so I think it was probably cool for him to see home and everything. But what else was I going to say? I had another point. Oh yeah, favorite movies. High Plains Drifter. He likes High Plains Drifter, this, and martial arts films. Big martial arts fans, big Western fans, not big fan of Westerns, not just High Plains Drifter, but I just remember watching that with him, and he was quoting the entire film. I was just like, wow, this is cool. Like, I was watching him more than I was watching the movie, because it was like he knows every single line. And yeah, did I name them all already? Anyway, yeah, great film. It's weird because I always like don't think of Bruce Willis as being in this movie, but when I think of watching this movie with my stepdad, I think of the Bruce Willis scene when he's like walking the streets, like, I don't know, but it's weird how I like if I'm casually thinking about this film, I don't think of Bruce Willis, but if I'm thinking about watching it with my stepdad, I think of Bruce Willis. I can't remember. I think I had a question or something like that, or maybe Bruce Willis popped up and I was like, I didn't know he was in this movie, and then he's like, oh yeah, yeah. So that's kind of funny. All right, how are we gonna rank them? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna do this. See, Forces of Nature, I feel like I was not into the most recent time I watched it, but I could be wrong. Gosh, I can't remember if I'm wrong, but I'm gonna put it at the end. Sorry to that film, but I do need to rewatch you. But I'm gonna go Pulp Fiction #1. Easy, classic. Everybody, knows it's great. Highly unbeatable in a lot of situations. And then I'm going to put Barbarella at #2, even though I thought that pacing was rather slow. I really do like the look, the visuals, that campiness, the kind of cheap looking sets and things like that. All of that is very cool, very fun. So that's my ranking here. I'm going to go Pulp Fiction, then Barbarella, then Forces of Nature. But my question to you is, have you seen these movies? These three right here. And if so, what do you think of them? And if you've seen all three, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below, and perhaps we'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.